recording.
Hi everybody. I'm Janice.
I'm James.
And we're Unstable Culture. And this is our Tuesday check-in video. Like every Tuesday, we give you an update of how our previous week went.
Check.
If you're new to the channel, this is what we do every Tuesday, and we give you a mental health update of how we are doing mentally and what we did to cope within the last week. So go ahead, like and subscribe to our channel if you're new. And those of you who already know who we are about, we're going to go ahead and start on with how our last week's went. So
Last week was stressful. Typical things, unfortunately. That's been going on in the house. So if you watched any of our previous videos, you kind of know. I'm trying to think if I had any actual major episodes last week.
Any major episodes? No, not really. We did actually have a conversation that prevented an episode.
You're talking Thursday?
It was Wednesday.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we discussed about the channel and priorities and just making sure that we're keeping on track with the priority of the channel and making sure that what we're doing is in the best basically in the best interest of the channel and everything like that, because the primary part of what's going on is the YouTube channel and everything like that, in regards to our outlet for everything like that, for the content we create and everything like that. So we've discussed that and everything like that, and like I said, obviously you see the web page has changed a little bit. We changed the image and everything like that, but we're definitely going to be working more on the content for the video for the YouTube channel, and I'm not going to say the website's going to take a back burner to everything, but it won't until we start seeing more interaction on the YouTube and everything like that. It won't be a major priority of stuff that we do. So just heads up. I mean, we'll still put content on there and all that kind of stuff, but it's not going to be as updated as frequently as the YouTube channel is going to be.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we discussed. But I mean, otherwise, it was an alright week. It wasn't super bad or anything like that. So, good.
It could have actually been a little bit better.
But yes, as we said, some things that have been going on, if you've been rewatching the other previous videos, are continuing to go on. So,
yeah.
As for anything you want to talk about before we get to Friday?
But one of the things was, in regards to the channel, was that I was putting a whole lot of focus on everything for the channel and making sure that I was doing everything else other than the channel as well. Like the website, the Patreon page, Facebook.
Stuff that's not...
And, one of the major things is, as we had talked about on Wednesday, is spending some quality time. Because since I had been pouring into all of the stuff for Unstable Culture, wasn't spending much time with James.
Yeah, we might have been in the same room together, but we weren't really, I wasn't there, basically, to her. So, yeah, and obviously any relationship, you have to have that, you got to have that quality time. It may not be a lot, but the quality of it's the biggest thing, and actually spending time together and doing what, and when you're doing something healthy, mentally and all that kind of stuff is important. And like I said, yeah, her focus was all over the place in regards to everything that had to do with Unstable Culture, and not everything was getting the proper attention that it needed to, and that also included our relationship. So that was something, we definitely talked about. So.
And Wednesday, we also decided that we were going to sit down, discuss on Sunday of what needs to be done and when for the channel. And we came up with a schedule.
Which we won't bore you with.
Yeah.
But it's going to allow us, obviously this is, like I said, this is all about our mental state. And the schedule should help us keep on track and keep focused so we're not all over the place on some things. Because that's like I said, that we already have mental issues, that we are dealing with. We don't need to be scatterbrained about our work, so we have a schedule now that is going to allow us to hopefully over the next month allow us to be more on time with videos, posting them consistently at the same time, and hopefully down the road more videos instead of just the 2 you're getting per week. So that's how how things are going to go. I mean, obviously, as we've talked about this week, my mother's getting her hip surgery this month. Not this week, but this month. My mom's getting her hip surgery, so we'll hopefully the schedule will allow us to continue bringing you not just the Tuesday check-in videos, but our Friday fun videos, and as well as continue to pick up a little more extra responsibility around here while she's not able to do certain things. So we're hoping that the schedule will give us that.
Yeah, because we're trying to plan ahead and think of what's going to be healthy for us to do and what we are capable of doing.
Yeah. So if we apologize if some of the videos kind of come out a little rough, or if we miss if a video is a day late or something like that, just heads up, obviously, what's going on. But we will try our best.
Yep. And with the schedule for this coming up month for September is going to be pretty much packed, where we're going to have our content be every Tuesday and Friday. Like it has been. But we've also talked about, if you have already noticed, that for the past month and a half, I've not been doing any live streaming, and that's been due to some of the stuff that I was feeling, and like we talked about is kind of prioritizing and thinking about the main focus of our channel. And with the live streaming of the video games, yes, gaming is one of the ways that I cope with my condition, and got a schedule now for how that's going to be.
So hopefully, and we've also talked about, like, in regards to those kind of, besides the fact that she's been gaming, and hopefully I'm hoping to get into try to get into live streaming. But obviously it's going to depend on my mental state. Those live streams will also be kind of a diary of why we play the games we play and why we play them the way we play them. So if you guys are interested in more into our own personal psyche, those would be really good to watch. Whether it be watch them when they're live or watch them on afterwards. Once they're done. But that's kind of what something we're going to be going towards, because we really, yes, it is, like I said, it is how she copes and how I try to cope at times, but we kind of didn't explain any of it, so it was just kind of live streaming to live stream. But going forward, they should be a little bit more structured around the mental health in regards to the way the channel is.
Yeah.
Anything else before Friday?
Speaking of the live streams, I already do have dates of when I'm going to be live streaming. It's going to be actually 3 days of streaming, which is going to be Wednesday, starting at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, Fridays, same time, and Saturdays. I'm not going to go all full force and do every day of the week, because that's not going to help, especially with September coming up and everything that's going to be going on. I want to go ahead and make sure that I also have that little time of breaks in between where I'm also taking care of other stuff personally and mentally.
Yeah. So, Friday?
This past Friday? Or?
Yeah, this past Friday.
Yeah.
So, this past Friday, we had a day out. It was our mental day. Partially.
I mean, supposed to be our complete.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a complete break from everything that was going on at the house. That did not happen, thanks to somebody in regards to that. But it was a good day in the most part. We got to go up to Estes Park, did some filming, took a lot of pictures and stuff like that. We'll be bringing that to you guys when coming up. When it's not currently on the schedule right now, but it will be coming up for you guys. We might in regards to that. So
it's one of the things that we will work on our days that we're doing our backup videos if we don't have anything planned for a Friday video.
Yeah. Like, we currently have a bunch of stuff already set up that we need to kind of get finalized to get out to you guys. Stuff we've already talked about before in other videos and stuff like that. So, yeah, that is, so look forward to that. We'll kind of let you guys know when that's going to be coming. But it was nice. I mean, we got to go out. We got to, just spend the majority of the day by ourselves. Just, together, taking photos and doing videos and just having fun in most respects. We were like, Estes Park was beautiful like always. It was nice, pretty much perfect weather. We got there really early, so it was really nice. Didn't have to deal with a lot of people when we were doing our photos and videos.
Yep, it was pretty much early morning, and with it being early morning, yes, was getting text, but we were actually ignoring it, trying to enjoy our day.
Yeah.
And finally the text stopped around 10 o'clock.
Yeah. And when we were early, we got up to Estes Park by 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's about an hour and a half drive from here. So we left roughly about 5:30 to get there by that time. So yeah, but it was beautiful. I mean, like I said, if anybody hasn't been, good time to get there early. Don't get if you're looking to go shopping, because we didn't do any shopping or anything like that, because that really wasn't our purpose. That was just kind of wasn't.
We were there for the scenery and relaxation.
We're not tourists, and it is very touristy kind of stuff. So,
yes.
Which is fine, I guess. In regards to you want to let him out. That's Bo wants out. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, it's not that bad. Like I said, this touristy stuff, if you're a tourist or whatever, it's great to go and check out. They have some really fun stuff in regards to their great places to eat and everything. But it's just beautiful. The whole area is just gorgeous. Hopefully, once COVID settles down, they'll get the tram back open. Just so wishing we could have done that. That would have been so awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, they got a tram that takes you up to the top of the Wanna Mountains, and it's just. If you don't like heights and you're a little scared to get into the cable car stuff, it's not the best thing to do. But she doesn't like heights, so yeah, that's on that part. But it's such a cool, the whole thing's really awesome because once you get to the top of the mountain, you get to see everything. I mean, like you can see the entire town. You can see down to the canyon area, just everything. That's amazing up there. So. Yeah, and yes, even though there's fires going on, there wasn't really much of that, and not a lot of smoke in Estes because they were kind of out of the way. There was one fire that was a little bit, close to the area, but not a very big one, thankfully. But otherwise, yeah, it was just a great, beautiful day out until we headed back towards the house area, because then it was rain.
Yeah.
We need rain. Yes, I can say we need rain, but. It was kind of like, oh, we had such beautiful, it was perfect 70-degree weather, and it was gorgeous in the mountains.
And it was gorgeous. Because, yeah, even though we did have a good time, We also almost had a little bit of an episode. The first part in Estes. And part of that was lack of communication on my part, because we were doing some blogging and taking pictures, and James handed me the gimbal with my phone on it, because we were using my phone for the vlogging. And he handed it to me because he was doing something, and then I turned around without saying anything, tried to hand it back to him, and it triggered.
She kind of shoved it at me. It wasn't just handed over. She literally kind of shoved it at me without saying anything or anything like that. And I wasn't sure what she was expecting, if she was expecting me to vlog or what she was expecting out of me, because I was carrying all the other equipment and everything like that, and I was just trying to get everything sorted. And I handed it to her to hold. I'm like, hold this, and she just, when she wanted to give it back to me, she just kind of shoved it at me, and
it did trigger.
Yeah.
And he told me, what do you want me to do? And it's like, oh, okay. I didn't explain, and I said I was wanting him to hold it. And then I found an opportunity that I wanted to take with trying to mess with the camera. And James started taking off walking, thinking that I was upset. And what I was trying to do was try to do some neat photo tricks of catching cars going by. And
because instead of saying anything to me, she just went silent and kind of zoned out on me, and I seemed like she was upset, so I would just walk down the way and sat down, because it's like I felt like I'd ruined the day, is the way I'd felt. So it was a moment of just, I was depressed and I was upset with myself, and I was getting abused by, my hallucinations and all that were just using that opportunity to make it worse and everything. And we were still getting texts from somebody
during that time.
Because, and to be honest, those texts were all because that person was not. They said it was a lack. They weren't that they didn't. There was a lack of communication. All that. Yet it wasn't that. It was that person not thinking about anything but themselves at that moment, instead of thinking, oh wait, what day is this? Someone had already talked to me about this, and all these things had gone on, because we've been setting up this trip for several weeks, and we put it on the house calendar so everybody would know and all that, and we did everything to make sure that everybody knew where we were going to be, and we made arrangements to borrow someone's car since we don't have one. And like the text started at 6 o'clock in the morning, so for 4 hours of, roughly 3 to 4 hours, actually, I guess you could say, of just getting hounded with text, because someone wasn't thinking about anybody but themselves at that moment, because they had made plans to do something without telling anybody about it, for one, in the house, but two, they weren't supposed to be. They were supposed to be at the house helping out. So it just caused part of an issue for the day, because it made us feel like we should just gone home, basically, instead of doing what we wanted to do and having a day off. We literally had felt like we should just go home and forget it. And partially going on right now with the way things are, we want to go do a trip next month, later or middle to later next month, down to Colorado Springs for several days to do some stuff that she's never done, and just to kind of show you guys just amazing stuff, the Garden of the Gods, the caves, the crystal caves, and all that kind of stuff down there, and other things. And right now I'm not sure how Janice feels about it, but I'm almost feeling about it as we might have to cancel it, because someone's not going to be here to help. If we're not here, someone's not going to be here to help my mom, and she'll be going through rehab at that time, right? She'll be nearing the end of her rehab at that time and everything, but she still needs to can't push herself too hard, because if she does, it could just cause problems. And it's hip surgery, So it is very much one of those, I'm feeling like if we go, it's going to be a problem because the person that's supposed to be here to help out while we're gone is not.
Yeah.
So we're just,
That's all up in the air right now, and when we know for sure if we're going to be able to to go, we'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
Because, we do try to plan outings like this a month in advance and everything, and the Estes Park was supposed to be done back in August, and with that...
It was done in August.
Well, yeah.
We originally were going to do this in July. We started talking about it in June. We were going to do it in July. We pushed it off.
Because somebody else wanted to be more of...
Well, once again, someone, like I said, this is the whole point of what's going on in the house is everybody's supposed to, the people that are here are, besides the people that are working from home at the situation, we're originally supposed to be here to help out. My dad is literally in a bed, in a medical bed in the living room. Can't get out of the bed. He's missing part of one of his, from just above the knee down. He's missing a leg. His other foot, he's got extreme Charcot's foot, which if anybody knows what that is or don't, if you don't know what that is, his shin bone, or the lower shin bone, basically where it connects down to his knee, or his ankle, he was stepping on that when he was walking, to the point where it had started bulging out to the side and it looks like a baseball sticking out the side of his ankle, or part of his ankle and his foot. So he can't walk at all, and he can't transfer by himself. He does at-home dialysis every night, so he can't. So he is very much bedridden, and the situation in regards to that is he, that means someone has got to make his food for him. Someone has to bathe him. Someone has got to help him so he can go to the bathroom. All of this stuff has to be done. His insulin has to be made, and he's got and everything like that. And everything. All this stuff has to be done. And my mom, for several years, did it by herself. Then my sister and brother-in-law moved in, and we're supposed to be helping her a little over a year ago. And just recently, because of COVID and other circumstances, we moved in to actually take up the slack of what wasn't getting done. So cooking dinner and stuff like that. So for my mom, trying to cook dinner for 4 people and deal with all my dad's stuff for my dad and everything like that, with a bad hip and and her knee getting worse and all that kind of stuff, and all that wasn't working. So now we're here, and that's when we're taking up where we cook dinner. We make meals for my dad and stuff like that if we can catch it, and and stuff like that. Because yes, we are working on this and other things, so it's kind of hard to sit out there whenever he finally decides he's hungry, or we have to remind him to eat, which is the majority of the time. You have to remind him he needs to eat. So there's a lot of things going on, and it's very much we're trying to be here like part of what we agreed to, which was to be here and help out and do what and do all this stuff that my mom can't do or needs help doing, and
which pretty much is like with the cooking. We go and do the errands when she needs us to go and get stuff. We go and get groceries. We have been doing that pretty much every week except for last week.
Except for when every once in a while someone decides they want to do a pickup order, which someone still has to go get, but at least they don't have to go in the store and walk around and shop, which is what we do when we go grocery shopping. And that's pretty much all we ever really get out of the house is when we do that. We almost never get out of the house besides running errands and stuff like that. So it has very much been a constant run around in regards to things, and certain people are not doing what they said they were going to do and not carrying their weight around here. And I don't care if they watch this video and get upset. It doesn't matter, because these videos are for us. And decisions that people, and one thing is just with everything that's going on, it's very much, people need to realize decisions that they make affect other people. especially when you live with those people, and this is what's going on right now. So yes, we're hoping to do our trip late next month, and everything like that before the weather starts turning and all that, and everything. But it's up in the air because of what's going on. So we'll let you guys know, hopefully, how things are going. I mean, obviously, like I said, these are the Tuesday videos are literally updates on what's going on and everything like that.
And how we're coping with it. And with September starting this week, it is going to be a little bit hectic because one of the things that within the next few weeks or so, I'm also going to be working on the Alpha Female Plus grant project, where there is a specific project that I want to do, and
it's a lot of work. It's not a little bit of project. It's not a little thing. So hopefully, work on that and get that nice. Put the effort into that needs to be done. Yeah. Another cool bit of news: we got a new lens. It's a used lens, but I mean, it's still in great condition. All the optics are there and everything like that. Got it.
Tried it out the other night.
Yeah. Maybe post some of those in the video. So she did we were doing some moon photography and everything like that. I mean, it's a little loose for a lens for the zoom and all that, but I mean, it's in great condition optically, and that's what matters. This works. But it's a great lens. We got it for a good price and everything, and get this, hopefully expand our photography and videography when we do some things. And
and one of the things too is tonight there is going to be a full moon, and we're going to get out.
Tomorrow.
It's tonight, the
tonight.
1st.
I'm off. I don't know what day it is. Yeah, okay, you're right. It is tonight. It is tonight.
We're gonna actually go out for a little bit. We're gonna try to find a nice dark spot so we can take pictures of the full moon.
Yeah, so that's the light source we're using. Because that's the biggest thing. Is just making sure we're getting. We want to get some really clear pictures of it and everything like that, and everything. And this is a higher power zoom lens than the one that we already have. Obviously, it's not the ideal. Is that the door? Not the ideal thing, but it's it works really well. So you want to check just in case. Make sure. But yeah, we're kind of excited. For this, hopefully our next lens will be a little bit more of a lens designed for, because I do want to do some astrophotography in regards to catching constellations and all that kind of stuff, and catching that. That's the next lens we're going to buy, which has a better f-stop for that, so I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, it was an okay week last week. Friday was a nice day. It was, majority of Friday was a nice day. And I mean, having our schedule that we've got should hopefully make things a little bit easier and make things a little more structured so we know what we're doing. And hopefully be able to get, the content to you guys more on schedule, just because of what's coming up. So, but if you guys are interested, check out the website. I mean, like I said, because we do have a new logo and everything like that. That obviously on the screen here you can't tell all of it, but if you pull it up, it is very much has to do with a representation of who we are, not just our interests, but like our mental states. So take a look at that.
One of the things too, as well, just to let you know about the website, we do have a forum. It is free for everybody to join. If you want to talk about anything, that's what the forum is for. We are also eventually going to have some blogs that are going to be on there. It's not going to be a priority of blog posts, but
until things get less hectic, the website will take a little bit of a back seat. So the blogs will come. It's going to be a while.
Yeah.
But if you do want to interact with us, comment on the videos.
Comment on the videos. Tell us what you want to hear from us and what you want to know about us.
Yeah, that'll make it, because right now I'm just trying to do a live, like we were going to do a live Q&A, but it's just, that's not really something we can do right now, just because of the way everything is. So this is going to be something that we're pushing out until things change. We do have something exciting coming up that we're going to be announcing later this month, kind of as a giveaway next month or whatever.
Yeah.
We have a giveaway we're going to be doing next month, which hopefully next month. But it should, that we'll be talking about once we hit a certain milestone. So keep an ear out for that.
And again, in regards to the website, yes, some things have changed. There is an affiliate tab on our website where you can see the gear that we're using. And if our gear interests you, go ahead and
use the links provided, and that'll help us out to continue making these videos and everything like that, and all of that. So, like I said, if you got questions about the gear, what we think of it, and all that, before we can actually get our review out, which is something we're working on. It's just there's so much stuff going on. Some videos are kind of getting pushed back because they're obviously a lot more detailed than some of the videos we already kind of have ready to go almost. So, but that's kind of about it.
Pretty much. And for our upcoming Friday video, Fun Friday video, we are going to actually post a video from last year, because this weekend is supposed to be our weekend to go to Nandetsukan.
Yeah, NDK was supposed to be this coming up weekend, and since of course COVID and all of that, they can't hold it. So
we're just kind of doing a tribute to NDK.
Yeah, all of our video that we shot last year, and we can even look at any of the stuff that we have previous, to kind of just talk about, kind of show you guys, like, hey, some of the fun stuff we've done and seen at NDK.
Yeah. But that is it for now.
All right. Well, subscribe, all that stuff.
All of our links are going to be down below in the description, so don't be afraid to check it out.
And for did we ever get the Beat Saber video put on the website?
For our Beat Saber video, no, we did not.
Yeah, because that was a whole issue we were dealing with YouTube. Still haven't heard back, so we might be. If you can give that to me, I can get those cut up or whatever. We'll be putting a Beat Saber video on the website because YouTube's being stupid. If you guys want to check out and watch us being dorks on Beat Saber.
And there's probably going to be a day where we just decide that we might actually just live stream it.
Yeah. We'll give you guys a heads up on that too, on the Facebook page.
Yeah. But we'll let you know. But at the moment right now, yes, the issues in regards for our, not this past Friday's video, which was at the zoo from last year, but our Beat Saber Friday video, we were not able to put out because it being blocked.
Yep.
So thank you, YouTube. We love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Copyright, yes.
We've had copyrights before, but for some reason they completely blocked this one. We don't know why. We're not a monetized channel, so we don't know why. And we haven't heard, and they're not answering us. So it's because there's people out there that are doing the exact same thing.
People in trouble.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
There was other people that I actually got in trouble.
Well, YouTube needs to be more consistent. They can't block one people and not other people. It's not fair. It's like it's all the same content. So why was ours? Why did ours immediately get blocked? So, but that's something else.
It's something else, and it is a work in progress.
Yeah.
But that is what we have. Again, our NDK video is going to be up on Friday, so look forward for that. And yes, this Wednesday, live streaming Final Fantasy XIV. And I'm going to be streaming that for a few hours or more. And Friday is going to be Assassin's Creed live stream, because I put that on the back burner because of the way that I was feeling. And then Saturday is going to be any game that I have not played before. This is going to be fun.
Oh, geez, that's a big list. Because she doesn't play all the games that I play. Like, to give you an idea, there's a lot of games that I play that she doesn't play. So that should be interesting to watch.
Well, in regards to that, if you want...
Give suggestions of games on the PlayStation or even on PC. So Steam.
PC?
Think about it, we got that Steam library you can access to. So
yeah.
So if there's any games that you guys would like us to see, see her play or anything like that, go ahead and comment below and let us know. We'll let you guys know. All right.
All right.
Bye. Bye.